Hello, I'm Walter Goodwin, and I'm a charter member here with my wife and Joanne, and our two children, Diane and son Scott. We've seen a lot of changes here, starting out in the high school, over the highway, now over here for a few years. But, here to tell you about my daughter Diane. When she was a little girl out riding her tricycle in our driveway, I asked Diane, or said to Diane, that she had done something and I was very proud of her. And she said, "Oh, I've got a lot of good ideas, Dad." And she has proven that through the years to us, that she has had a lot of good ideas. Starting out with her high school friends, playing softball, volleyball. Those high school friends are still friends of hers, and Joanne and I. And she has led a good life and shown Joanne and I how great she was. She went from high school on to Duluth, and went a couple of years up in Duluth, and met some more good friends, playing the basketball and volleyball. Her friends from that time are still friends of hers today, and I remember her always, and us. And then from Duluth, we went to Mankato for a couple of more years and met some more friends of Diane's. And they still remember Diane and are friends with her, and have kind of included Joanne and I into their friendship. From there, she went on out to Virginia, I think it was the state of Virginia, and learned to be a biomedical engineer, and carried on her desire to improve what people who needed them, she would improve that to where they could live a better life. Without Diane and her friends, I have our church friends here too. We've enjoyed very much watching our daughter grow and are so proud of her. And I think I've tried to show you how we feel about our daughter, are so proud of her. Thank you.
Thanks, Dad. Love you. I'm Di Goodwin, proud to be daughter of Walter Goodwin and Joanne. He is the best dad there ever was. Happy Pride, everyone. Pride is the time to celebrate who you are. I'm a happily married lesbian. Among my gay and lesbian friends, we love to share coming out stories. It's rarely simple, sometimes hard, and it's different for everyone. The two key parts are, number one, when did you realize you were gay? And number two, how did your family take it? Here's my story, or part of it. Keep in mind, I'm nearly 67. I attended and was confirmed at Christ Lutheran. And I graduated from Spring Lake Park High School in 1972, 49 years ago. When I was 18, I had a nice, steady boyfriend. We went to prom. That fall, I went to UMD and he went to Anoka Ramsey, and we agreed we'd date others. To my surprise, I fell in love with a woman. She graduated, got a teaching job, and moved away the next year. Then, I fell in love with another woman, and I said, "Oh, I guess this is who I am." Growing up, there was no question my parents loved me. I was very lucky. As a kid, I was a tomboy, an athlete, and not into frills or curls. My mom was very tuned into me. When she asked me about my special friends at college and asked whether we were more than friends, I sidestepped the question. I didn't think she'd like the answer. But eventually I told her the truth. She wanted me to change, but I told her this is who I am and I'm happy with myself. Thankfully, my mom and dad's love and support had taught me to love myself and be strong in myself. I wanted Mom to have someone to talk to, so I contacted Christ Lutheran and talked to Pastor Paul. He was very supportive, saying, "I see you're comfortable with yourself. If at any time you want me to talk to your family, I'd be happy to." But Mom wasn't ready for that. So a good friend of mine that she knew went out and talked to her, a straight friend. Mom still had a hard time with it and didn't want me to tell Dad, so I didn't. When I finally did tell Dad, he was very loving and assured me we'd work things out with Mom, and we did. I lived in DC and Virginia area for about 8 years, and when I came back to Minnesota with my partner in the early 30s, I wanted my partner and I to be included in family events, and Dad supported me strongly in that. It took time, but as Mom saw others embrace our relationship, like Dad, my nieces and nephews, her sisters and brothers, she accepted it too. Mom, Dad, Tracy, and I took trips together to the North Shore, to Chris's cabin, Chris O'Brien's cabin, and to Tracy's family cabin. We had a lot of fun together. In 2014, Tracy and I got married. We'd been together 15 years at that point. Mom and Dad walked me down the aisle. Tracy and I danced with our dads. My dad's siblings, mostly in their 80s, were there. Tracy's family was there. Our family of friends were there. It was awesome. It was a beautiful celebration of love, not only ours, but our friends who were gay and lesbian. We had them all stand up to say, "Okay, those who've been together 15 years, stand up." And whoosh, a bunch of people stood up. "Okay, those who were together 20 years, stay standing." And so a few folks sat down, and we went on up to 35. And it was a wonderful way of connecting with our families to show them that our friends and us had been, good partners with each other for a long time. I'm sure Christ Lutheran's open dialogue about inclusiveness helped my mom. If you voted for our right to marry, thank you for making it happen. That wedding was great. And thank you, Christ Lutheran, for being open to all. The lessons of my story: acceptance is a process. Change takes time. Love is good. And love makes a family. Thank you. Happy Pride.